Loading the 10mm for Revolver and Carbine. Carson Miller and William Hovey Smith, 2018. I'm the author of Extreme Muzzleloading, and today we're shooting the 10mm auto cartridge in both Revolver and Carbine.
Carson Miller with Never Too Old to Hunt. I'm here at Whitehall Plantation with my friend Hovey Smith. We're trying out the Hi Point 10mm carbine. It comes with a 10-round magazine. It's got ghost sights on the front. Hovey put about 50 rounds through it and had some feed problems with cast bullets. Today, I put about another 50 rounds through it, and I'd never shot this before and had no problems with commercial 10mm ammunition.
This is Hovey Smith, the backyard sportsman, and we're at the range today with our Redhawk revolver. In the last video, I was reloading for the Redhawk, and I was having problems reloading one brand of brass with cast bullets. Consequently, I now have some new brass, as well as some brass we've shot before, loaded with jacketed bullets. With the cast bullets, I was having a real problem. When you put the bullets into the gun and attempted to close it, the bullets would jam on the recoil shield. So consequently, I couldn't shoot them. But these bullets will run very well. Now these were our reloads out of the handgun. Fired incidentally without the half-moon clips, just to show you, yeah, the gun will work without them. Now we're going to take our same reloads and we're going to shoot them out of the Hi Point Carbine. Okay, we're not generating enough velocity with these loads to actually power the carbine. We now know that our load of 7 grains of unique and these bullets did not generate enough velocity or energy to function with the carbine. So now we're going to shoot it on the chronograph and see actually what we're getting out of it. This first batch that we're going to shoot is the ammunition that we fired once before and reloaded. 1,097 feet per second. That is about advertised. That's what this load is supposed to develop. 1,105 feet per second. That is really an excellent series of velocities for a handgun. So these are good reloads. They're just not powerful enough. What we found from shooting the 2 different varieties of brass actually produced consistently 100 feet more velocity. So consequently, it's obviously operating at higher pressures. So we're going to try a magazine of that in the carbine and see if it will function and see what increases in velocity we get. loaded, but it didn't have enough velocity to really cock the mechanism. One, two, four, six. One, 205. Did not cock. One, 285. One, 202.
The Ruger Super Redhawk, using old cases, 7 grains of unique powder, averaged 1,106 feet per second. With the same load, with new cases, averaged 1,112 feet per second. And in the carbine, it averaged 1,222 feet per second. The carbine functioned well from the magazine, but there were 3 failures to cock the mechanism. I'm going to take the Redhawk 10mm from Ruger, fire 5 rounds. We're going to check for velocity and accuracy from 50 yards. Then we're going to take 10 rounds in the magazine with the Hi Point Carbine and do the same thing.
Yes.
The first cartridges that we're using are the Celler and Balot 10mm. $11.61. $11.69. Okay, as you can see, we've gone through a lot of ammunition, put it downrange into our target, and we found some interesting numbers. The Ruger Redhawk revolver, using Celler and Balot 180 grain full metal jacket, averaged 1,168 feet per second. The same ammunition in the Hi Point Carbine averaged 1,207 feet per second. Double tap ammunition in the revolver, using 180 grain jacketed hollow point, averaged 1,270 feet per second, and in the carbine, the same ammunition was averaging 1,363 feet per second. The Ruger Redhawk will digest just about anything that we put into it. the Hi Point Carbine is a little more particular. With the hand loads, we had several failure to fire. It would cycle, but it would not cock the mechanism again. No bang. Bad action. With the Cellar and Ballot and the double tap, we were getting consistent activity through the rifle. It would cycle, it would cock the mechanism and fire just like expected.
Both Carson and I were doing the shooting. I am the author of Extreme Muzzleloading, Backyard Deer Hunting, and a series of e-books, including Shooting and Maintaining Your Muzzleloader, and also Muzzleloaders for Hunters. I have a new business book, Create Your Own Job Security. Now, this is a book for those of you in your 40s, 50s, and 60s who fear they may lose your job due to automation. To function in both the revolver and carbine, the ammunition needs to develop between 1,250 and 1,300 feet per second. Unique just does not generate those pressure values, and we're going to be doing future loads with Blue Dot. Best accuracy with the carbine and the revolver are going to be attained with scope sights, and we're going to put them on them, guys. The best factory ammunition was double tap, which functioned flawlessly in the carbine and revolver and gave the highest velocities. However, we were not able to reload the double tap brass cases because of case expansion.